Social business is a tool for green growth. The Nobel Peace Prize winner, Mohamed Yunus, shared his experiences on the transformation of his native country through social entrepreneurship. Professor Yunus's economic model is based on a system of non-dividend microcredits. The African Development Bank is going to promote this initiative on the continent to foster inclusive growth.
Ça fait partie donc de notre stratégie à 10 ans.
This is part of the strategy that we've adopted for the next 10 years. The two principal objectives of this strategy are inclusive growth and progress towards green growth. In this context, we are working on strategies that will enable us to transform the economic growth that currently exists in Africa into better quality growth that doesn't create employment and has often been inequitable. This growth will create employment, companies, improve equity, and will be much more inclusive.
Une croissance qui crée des entreprises et une croissance qui améliore l'équité et qui est beaucoup plus partagée, une croissance partagée.
Social business is definitely good for women. They represent more than 50% of the population in Africa, and they represent also 70% of the contribution to production sectors such as agriculture. But because of their limited access to credit, they are not well represented in the formal economy.
Actually, we are using Yunus experience a long time ago because Yunus experience succeeded to prove the fact that lending poor is very successful and it's a very useful installment in reducing poverty in countries, and Egypt is one of the countries. So we are using the microfinance for poverty alleviation in Egypt. And was the idea of the Mohamed Yunus.
With more than 150 million unemployed people, many African countries are going to try and use social entrepreneurship to solve the problem of youth unemployment. Côte d'Ivoire is seizing this opportunity.
I think this is an opportunity that we should explore in Ivory Coast. This idea is going to help us in the ICT sector and in other sectors. I think we really need to make a commitment by exploring the possibility of launching social business projects in Ivory Coast.
In the next 2 decades, the creation of social business projects will undoubtedly be one of the driving forces of green growth in Africa. With the Yunus social business, the African Development Bank will implement 2 pilot projects in 2 different countries.